Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. Okay, so I'm going to be spilling some tea, and normally I spill tea, but it's a lot more stories centered around myself and the situations, and then I have my screenshots and the proof, and grab tea, grab a drink, grab some snacks. This is going to be a little different one today. I might give examples or personal experiences, but this episode is dedicated to such a wonderful, beautiful woman. I'm just now learning about her, and I love animals, so part of me is just wondering, YouTube or social media, why didn't you ever allow me the blessing and the pleasure of meeting this beautiful soul? And I'm really sad that it's like I'm doing this episode right now because I watched footage and things, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. It's like her and I just feel like, I mean, I'm older or whatever, but I just feel like her and I, we could have been like good, like social media friends at least. And I know she was mentioning, well, okay, I'm just going to get into the episode, but for one, I just have to say this is why one reason I do the episode or the whole channel thing for so many reasons. But the teasing, the mocking, the ridicule, and the dehumanization is one, because I can relate and I know of the dark place. I really know of the dark place. But Mikayla Reigns, this is dedicated to her, and just know, okay, it's like I'm gonna at least, try to be, well, I don't know, it's like I don't want to say upbeat, because how can you be upbeat with a situation like this? But at the same time, I want to celebrate her beautiful soul and the happiness that she allowed other people to have, even though she was going through depression. And like her and I, we both, even though it's different disabilities, we're living within the realities of having the disability. And especially being a female with a disability, our experience is so different than men with disabilities. And one day I will show the studies, and because I've been reading more about it, and especially from the dating perspective. And speaking of, I give my condolences to her husband, and I'm actually going to be researching and looking how can I contact him, because I have an idea. And because I with one of my novels, I kept thinking I need I need someone, but I don't know who exactly. And now it's like I'm so sad I never met her, but in a way, I would love to at least continue part of her voice. And yeah, so I'm just gonna, yeah. So let's just say it's like I hope he loves the idea that I'm doing, because yeah, I've been thinking about this character with one of my, I'm not gonna say which novel yet, and that's why I said, yeah, my mind is everywhere. But anyway, I'm really excited because when I found out and I started watching, because at first I was just watching, like, okay, I want to do a video or an episode. But then, like, every other night or whatever, I'm writing notes about each novel and where I want to take it, or ideas, or like sometimes I'll find a word or just something where I'm like, oh my gosh, that fits into this one and stuff. But then it just kind of dawned on me while writing notes for one of them, and I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, yes, oh my god. And I was like, just getting really excited, because I feel like her presence, her personality is just golden, and just her smile and beauty, her inner and outer. I think with everything going on, I think how she passed and why, like, okay. And I know it. I was like, I'm gonna keep saying okay because part of me in the back of my mind, I'm just like, there are some awful, terrible people out in this world. And this is one reason why I have never shown well, actually I have, but you guys would have had to really pay attention and watch episodes. But some of you guys, you have seen me. And I keep saying I'm going to do live soon and everything like that. But then, especially since I'm, a little older and I've been teased all my life, I was told, like, in high school, voted most ugly with one prank, and got like black men saying, "You're not really black, you're not black enough. Oh, look at your skin." And then with my hair, beauticians and my mom and so many people saying, "You have bad hair, you have ugly hair." And then dating apps, when I tell guys that I'm on the left, I'm a Democrat, progressive, liberal. You shouldn't be on this earth. You need to eliminate yourself. Why did God allow you to live? And all, yeah, let's just say, I was like, I'm not gonna, I have so many examples, but I won't because, yeah. But if you guys have been watching my episodes, you have already been reading and looking at them, and I have so many more, and they will be on Patreon at some point when I do not know. But since I know that experience, and again, I'm older than her, and she grew up with social media a lot more than myself. So, like, going through grade school with social media, and then at being at a young age, being like, I don't know when the teasing started or how much, but even there is a Reddit group where people would just go on to tease her and mock her. All I have to oh no, I'm going to say a lot with that, but one of the main things, if you're on that Reddit site or in that group, and then you go to church in the morning, or you go to Bible study, or you do anything within a religion, yeah, you don't fear God. You're lying. You're not about the Bible. You're not about the scripture. You are lying. When you're literally gonna, like, when part of your life you're gonna spend by trying to hurt somebody, and this is another reason I'm on the left, but this is not a political episode, so yeah, I'm gonna keep going. But and I say that specifically because I know of a lot of, just today, there was a Christian guy that just called me the B word and a garden hoe. And this is because he doesn't, yeah, okay, I'm going to say that story for a different day. But yeah, that's why I pointed that demographic out specifically. But with that Reddit group, you should be ashamed of yourself. If you, this just shows you need to get a hobby. And see, it's like so many of my episodes that I have done or I am about to do is kind of coming into as proof right now. Because if you are so lonely, if you need a hobby or friends, that desperately, if you don't love yourself so much that you have to hurt somebody to this extent, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be absolutely ashamed of yourself. I'm ashamed of you. It's like, if I was your mother, oh, if I found out you were in that group, you better not talk to me for a while. And Christmas, I would give you a bag of coal. Actually, I'd probably do worse than that. You know what? I just thought of a petty idea. And now I'm like, okay, I'm going to have a whole episode of petty gift ideas you can gift to people. But yeah, let's just say I've got a few ideas, because you are just, if you ever religious or not religious, or whoever you are, man, woman, child, I don't care. Yeah, especially even if you're under 18, you should be ashamed of yourself. And in my opinion, the devil is taking notes of you right now on what reasons why you might have that invitation to hell. I don't care what you say. I don't care the comments. That's my opinion. I'm not judging you, but I'm just observing your actions. And if that hurt, that might be because either you wanted to write on it, you did write on it, or you mocked her in other ways or teased her in other ways. And it's just frustrating and annoying because you have no right to tease and mock somebody. Okay, because, okay, we're going back to politics for a minute. If you say all lives matter, but then you have the nerve to write on that, like awful, terrible, or just to tease her, you can no longer say all lives matter. Okay, for all of the bullies, if you tease and mock, because yeah, I was like, I'm gonna slide into, like, even with the, like, deportations and immigration and the, like, the whole alligator crocodile stupid thing in Florida going on right now. If you are teasing and mocking and stuff like that, oh yeah, trust me. Oh, yeah, it's getting hot, a little hot for you right now, isn't it? But okay, I'm gonna get back to this wonderful, beautiful, and amazing person, because no matter, like, whoever you're teasing, because even if it's not her, it's like, whoever you're teasing, she is now an example of what can happen. And for some of you guys, because I know, like, I've had a guy tell me he does it on purpose because he wants them to do that. You really need to examine your life. If you are so unhappy that you want to put cruelty on people to that extent, you need to observe your life and your actions, and also the purpose of your life. And remember, a few episodes ago, I said, I believe that we should start having after funerals, after the funeral, where people can come by. Like, you don't have to be nice and pleasant anymore. If that person was your bully, or if it was your ex-spouse and they cheated on you, or if they were a boss from hell, it's like, and you think they're about to head to hell, you know what I'm saying? You would be able to have that opportunity, because they have no right to just have everyone have to talk nice to them, because now, so it's like, if you're on that Reddit post and you were writing awful, terrible things about her, get ready for your, like, it's like, part of me, I hope people are screenshotting those usernames and then finding out who the usernames are. Trust and believe. Oh, it's like, I'll be able to, like, with my disability, I would be ready to, like, especially if any of them within my part of the US, it's like, as we get older, it's like, if they pass away before I do, get ready. I would go to that after funeral. I'd be ready to. hmm Yeah, I would be that petty, because she was such a beautiful person. I watched her videos, and just the way her eyes lit up. She was so compassionate and empathetic and wonderful and beautiful. And the way she treated the animals. And I mean, look at the way the animals treated her. You know, those animals loved her. You know, those animals adored her. It's like the way that their bond. And because even with dating apps, like, sometimes I like, I do more than just read the profiles and things like that. When if I see the guy has an animal, I look at how the animal's body language is. Because a lot of times I can, like, that doesn't mean he's going to treat a woman like that, but at least I can see, how he can be. And so sometimes, yeah, because, oh, I've swiped left with some, because I'm like, ooh, that animal only likes you because you feed them. But when you see the way Mikayla's animals, it was beautiful, and it's something I could just wish for because ah, I, and she is someone who, if I had found her, especially a woman with a disability and a love for animals, I would have tried to see, oh, can we do a live together? Can I interview you? I want to talk, like, and yes, like, can you do a live where you can show off your animals and allow people, like, you can post the information so they can donate and things. And oh, it's like, 'cause I remember there's that PBS cartoon that some of the kids that I used to teach, they loved it, where each animal, it was about rescuing animals and things like that. Oh, it's like, I don't know, it's like I would have let her do her version of it, where she, and even if she would have like wanted to adopt more or save more animals, I like I would have created or produced some like episodes that were about animal care, and even like just there's different topics that I have on my to-do list that kind of relate to animals. So at the end, I would have sponsored that for her. I would have allowed her voice to be like, yeah, okay, let's get some money for these animals, for these fur babies. And it's like with ideas, like with some of my ideas, I would have given them to her. And I would have even with my illustrator that I have, she's pretty great. I would have like, because with my disability and things, I can't offer too much, but I would have allowed her like create an art board of what you would want a shirt to look like or what kind of emblem you would want on a shirt, and I would have given it to my illustrator, and I would have paid for an illustration so she can put on shirts to sell. And so I would have done something. It's like it's not much, but it's like I love animals too. And even with a couple, like with, oh my gosh, with all of my books, my main characters have pets and or a great relationship with animals. It's like, because I love animals so much. And so she was like a superhero in my eyes. And I can only wish we had more people like her, because like just the way that she glowed with animals. I was like, I think I've already said that, but it was just like amazing. I was like, I was kind of like in awe because I'm just like, yes, oh my gosh, we need more people like her. And again, like the way the animals react, like she was like lying on her bed, and then this beautiful fox, like white fur, like oh my god, it was beautiful. But the way it jumped on and just kind of looked at her, kind of like, okay, slumber party, okay, yay, let's have fun, let's cuddle and stuff like that. And it's just these bullies took away such a beautiful soul. And sometimes it's frustrating because it's sad when bullying gets rid of such gets rid of beauty, but then we're left with hate, we're left with ugly, we're left with just awful, terrible. And I was like, you know what? It's like I don't want to judge, but I guess I'm judging because I just want to know how despicable you are. I just want to know why you think you're that special to be able to just diminish someone. And part of me wants to know, do you look in the mirror? Do you go and get therapy? Do you need to just get some help? Did your mother not tell you they love you enough? I mean, mine didn't either, but I got over it. It's like, or at least I'm dealing with it with like pursuing the loves and passions of my life. Maybe they need to get a hobby or get a passion, or like get themselves together so that they can be able to get a boyfriend or girlfriend or whoever. Maybe they need to get a pet. Maybe they need, well, no, okay, they can't get an animal yet, because if they treat a human being to that extent, they don't, yeah, I would be nervous with how they treat that animal, especially if the animal does something naughty or bad, or with the whole toilet tissue thing. Like, yeah, some of my friends and their pets, like something, I'm like, oh, oops. And so yeah, it's like they're not ready for a pet yet. So I think getting mental help, getting a hobby, finding friends, and not the toxic friends that will encourage you to do such stupid, terrible things as to mock and tease somebody, because she's a human. She was a human. See, it's like I keep saying is, but was. And the sad thing is, she was 29 years old, wonderful, vibrant, beautiful person. I should not be saying was. I should not be. I shouldn't be. And to tease and mock someone that so just, and then also she she was autistic. She had a disability. And see, like, this is why it's like I'm a little older, so even though my disability story is so different, I know it's so different, but at the same time, I feel like if she was ever having a bad day, or if she, like, especially with what happened, if only she had my number, I would have been like, call me anytime. I don't even care. I don't even care, girl. It's like we could FaceTime, we can do whatever. So, and I just swear, like, like, I wish I knew her. I do, because I would have just kept telling her, these are haters. And see, and this is why I've said in another episode, it's like I've turned it where the haterade, the haters, they charge me up. They get me, like, all of the terrible messages I've gotten through dating apps, and all of the times I've been called out my name. I'm just like, okay, bring it. And then I was like, I put that energy into positivity for my books, and sometimes I keep the negativity, so that especially when I write my villains, when I write the anger and the sadness and the moments where my character just doesn't know what to do. And it's like with her, it's like maybe I would have mailed her a journal so she could start writing her emotions and everything. Or if she, like, some people are better at drawing, so she can either draw, or maybe even photography. Oh my gosh, that was another great. She could have taken pictures of her animals and turned them into calendars, or even journals and things like that. So maybe that's another reason I need to write her husband. It's like maybe we can come together and make some products, and like all of the proceeds and stuff goes to her foundations. Because yeah, journals and calendars and like even stickers and stuff like that, that would be, to me, like that would be stuff I would get. Because like even while I say it, I get excited because I'm like, oh my god, because I'm picturing, like, especially some of the animals that I saw. And yeah, it's like, okay, so I mean, yeah, I'm gonna write him and everything, and first I have to find him in order to write him. But why do people do this? What joy do people get from teasing and mocking? What pleasure do people get from making other people feel terrible? Why does why does hurting people cause joy? I don't get it. And just know that it's just temporary. It fades away, just like alcohol or get special candy. It fades away, and then you're going to need it again. Then you're going to need to do it again. And this is why I'm talking about with the whole after funeral. It's like once that becomes your hobby and habit and addiction, it's like those words don't leave. Those words won't leave. It's like you're causing pain and you're going to need another fix, but that person's going to remember what you said. And then that dark place is a terrible place. That dark place is a terrible place. And it's like I had to figure out ways to escape the dark place. I had to find room within myself to make sure I never tiptoe in that area ever again. So, and this is one reason why I wish I met her, because I would have helped. I would have, like, I know I can't just say I would have saved her, but I at least I would have known different tricks and exercises and things that would at least help her. And I would have been like, okay, hun, it's like I would have been quiet, but I'm like, even if you want a three-way call, one of those 1-800 numbers, and I was like, I'll be quiet and I'll just let you do your thing. But and it's like, and I say three-way call because sometimes someone just they need to since I don't live close to her, this like in a way it'll be like I'm holding your hand, I'm right here, I'm not going to say anything, but it's like I'm here to support, I'm here, so it's like you can talk to this person and I'm right here sitting with you and everything. And because I say this because that's what I needed. I didn't get that, but I needed it. I had to find other ways, but I know since that is something I did need, at least that's something I can offer. And but I do remember there was one time where I was kind of in a dark place because I was still undiagnosed, and right before my surgery, my good for nothing ex-boyfriend, Mr. No Heart, good, absolutely good for nothing. And it's like, see, I will say though, with the way when I heard and saw with her husband and the pain he's going through, thank you for being a good man and supporting her. Thank you for opening your heart for, and it's not just opening your heart for a woman with a disability, because I know, like, for a lot of people, or especially a lot of women, like, it's harder for able-bodied men to be able to date women with disabilities. So, and then, but then also with the recording and the video of when I was listening to his pain, I just have to say thank you for being a good man, being a great man, and you had a wonderful, beautiful, and amazing woman. But again, thank you for being a great and amazing man. And just know that she loved you. It's like seeing just how much, I think that's probably one reason why she was glowing so much. That's probably one reason why she was able to make it this long. Because I started going through some of the things and some of the messages, and I'm not going to give them any credit. I'm not going to screenshot that mess. I wanted to, that's why I'm like, you should just be ashamed of yourself. But she had a wonderful husband. And people who think that bullying is fun, people who want to spend their time doing that, get a life. Get a life. Okay, get some self-esteem. Get some image. Okay? It's like volunteer, do something that's not about yourself, because sometimes the bullies are the ones that are so selfish. They think the world revolves around them. They think that they are the only great and amazing thing, or they are low, their self-esteem is so low that they want to pull other people down. But instead, why don't you pull other people up, because then they'll pull you up with them. Why don't you try that for once? I will probably do more episodes relating to the teasing, the mocking, but just know that that's one reason why you guys really haven't seen me. I mean, you can look up my name because I have it on my books at the end of every episode, almost every single episode. My last name, you can find me. I'm not scared. I'm not scared, but at the same time, I'm cautious because I know how toxic and terrible men have treated me all my life. I know how certain females have treated me all my life, and I wasn't ready for that yet. It's like I've trained myself on how not to go to that dark place. And doing my videos this way keeps me out of the dark place for now. And I'll make sure that stays that way. I'll make sure it stays that way. Thank you so much for listening to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handicapable. But most importantly, I am human and you're human too. If you ever need help or get into that dark place, call those, like, I'll see if I can put the numbers and information in the description.